Hi everyone, welcome back to Undesign Craft channel. Today we're continuing our fruit series and we'll be crocheting a cute pear. This little pear is super easy and quick to make, and you can also turn it into a keychain or bag charm. Here are the tools you'll need for this project. 4-ply cotton yarn, a 3mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, a yarn needle for sewing, a stuffing tool, and some polyester fiber for stuffing. Now let's get started crocheting. Start by using the body color. Let's start by making a knot in a magic ring. And crochet 6 single crochets into it. Pull the yarn tail tight to close the ring. Then slip stitch into the first stitch to close the round and chain 1 to start the next. We'll repeat this slip stitch and chain 1 at the end and start of every round. It keeps the shape nice and tidy. For round 1, work an increase in every stitch. That's 2 single crochets in each stitch. And remember using the X stitch, which is done with the yarn under technique. This helps your stitches stay straight and prevents them from slanting to the right, so the pear will look much neater. You'll have 12 stitches at the end. Slip stitch to close. For round 2, chain 1. Then do 1 single crochet followed by 1 increase. Repeat this sequences 6 times, total 18 stitches. Slip stitch to end the round. Now for round 3 to round 5, just follow the written pattern to continue expanding the pear. At the end of round 5, you should have 30 stitches. Next, from round 6 to round 10, simply work single crochet in every stitch around. This will build the height of the pear and give it that nice round shape. For round 11, we'll start shaping the pear. Begin with a chain, then work 3 single crochet, followed by 1 invisible decrease. To do the invisible decrease, insert your hook into the front loop of the next 2 stitches. Yarn under and pull through both loops, then yarn under again and pull through the remaining 2 loops on your hook. Repeat this sequence 6 times. Then slip stitch into the first stitch to end the round. You should have 24 stitches. For round 12, start with a chain again. This time, work 1 invisible decrease. Followed by 2 single crochet. Repeat this sequence 6 times, then slip stitch into the first stitch to finish the round. You'll now have 18 stitches. For round 13 to round 16, simply continue working single crochet in every stitch around. Keep your tension even to maintain a nice pear shape. After round 16, go ahead and fill the pear with polyester fiber, shaping it nicely as you stuff to give your pear a smooth and rounded look. For round 17 and 18, just follow the written pattern to continue decreasing and shape the top of the pear. After you're done, cut the yarn, pull the tail through, and weave to close the opening neatly. Alright, the pear body is done, so now let's work on the stem. Pick your brown yarn, start with 4 chains. In row 1, insert your hook into the second chain from the hook. Work in the back bump only and make 3 single crochets. For row 2, turn your piece, chain 1, and single crochet across the next 3 stitches. Then fasten off and cut the yarn. Use the yarn tail to weave the top and bottom edges together to form the stick shape. After the stem is done, you can sew it securely on top of the pear. Make sure it's centered and stays in place. Add on some cute eyes and blush to bring it to life. And just like that, the full pear is done. Next, we'll move on to crocheting the half pear. Let's start from the body of the half pear. Follow the pattern just like we did for the full pear until round 2. For round 3, chain 5, then skip 1 chain and insert your hook into the back bump of the second chain from the hook. Work 4 single crochet. You can place a stitch marker to mark the first stitch of the round. This will help you keep track as you continue crocheting. Now we've reached the round part. Work 1 increase followed by 2 single crochet, and repeat this 6 times. Go back to the 4 chain part and work single crochet in each of the 4 chains. Finally, slip stitch into the first stitch to end the round. You should have a total of 32 stitches. For round 4, start with a chain as usual. Work 1 increase, then 3 single crochet. Now for the round part, work 3 single crochet followed by 1 increase and repeat this sequence 6 times. After that, work 3 single crochet and in the last stitch, work 1 increase. Slip stitch into the first stitch to end the round. You should have a total of 40 stitches. For rounds 5 to 8, simply work single crochet in every stitch around. Keep your tension even so the half pair keeps its nice shape. After finishing the half pair body, it should look like this. Now, let's move on to work on the inner part. Start with light yellow yarn and work the inner part following the same pattern up to round 3. For round 4, the pattern stays the same, but we'll use 2 yarn colors in every stitch. First, secure the green yarn with a chain. For the first stitch, insert your hook into both loops, yarn under with yellow yarn and pull through. Then switch to green yarn, yarn under and pull through all loops on the hook. Repeat the same technique for every stitch. Remember to hold the yarn securely in your hand while switching, so your stitches stay tight and neat. Keep following the pattern and work along until the round is complete. Then, slip stitch with the green yarn cut the yarn and leave a long enough tail for sewing later. Now let's join both pieces together. Insert a needle into the back loops only of both pieces and weave all the stitches to join them securely. Before closing the hole completely, fill in some polyester fiber to give your pear a nice plump shape. Next, use yarn to embroider the facial features on rounds 1 and 2. Once the face is done, attach the stem securely on top of the pear. And just like that, our half pear is done. And that's it. Our pear crochet is all done. You can try making it in yellow, green, or any color you like. And don't forget to check out the other fruits in this series if you're having fun crocheting along. My kid loves playing with them as cooking toys, and I'm sure your little ones will love them too. Thanks so much for watching, and see you in the next video.